And I know your whole history with Mormonism and your whole family's like in that. I didn't know much about Mormonism, but it seems like it's kind of cultish and everyone has to think the same way. And your family was so steeped in it that you felt like, shit, my father doesn't get me. He doesn't understand me. I wish that he could see the world the way I do.
This is a great question, and we should really dig into this because when we were last on, we talked about this, and it was really hard for my mom because they're all still Mormon. And
Right.
it was actually the best thing that probably happened in our relationship was when I was on here last time. It perpetuated a conversation with her that I was never able to have. And now
Wow.
we're in such a great place. But I'm a very open book and I'm very honest. So let me answer that question. One, in regards to my dad, no. My dad is I was going to say the fucking best, but I know he probably listens to this, so probably wouldn't
Right.
appreciate the F word. But my parents are so damn great. And for many years in my youth, I was angry about Mormonism. I did feel like the wool was pulled over my eyes and I had anger towards my parents. As I get older, I look at it and it works so beautifully for them. It doesn't work for me. It works for a lot of people, whether it's a cult or not. It feels almost like everything is a cult to some
That's
degree
right.
to me, I guess.
Yep.
And that word carries so much weight that I just look at it and I'm a truth seeker now. I'm looking for truth, and I feel like there's truth in a lot of things, and there's bullshit in a lot of things.
You're right. What I was referring to is when you're steeped in that world and you grow up in that world, where do you find the intelligence and emotional bandwidth to break free, let's say, with the church's teachings about gays,
Right.
which you've, famously done? You're a very big supporter of LGBTQ rights and all of that. How out of your whole family do you break free of all that nonsense?
I mean, from a young age, it felt like a very, very contradictory thing because you're going to church and you're learning about Jesus and you're learning about love everyone, accept everyone. That really is the root of Christianity, which Mormonism is steeped in. So it didn't make sense, ever. Never made sense to me. And then I got into high school and there was a kid at our high school who was gay and Mormon, and he went in front of the Mormon temple and shot himself in Las Vegas. And I think that was a real turning point where it was like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. But now it was like, no, actually, this seems really messed up.
Is that the thing that did it for you in order to sort of break free of all that thinking? Was that
That put me
this?
on a path. But the thing that did it for me was one of my dear friends, Tyler Glenn. He's the singer of Neon Trees. We went on the same Mormon mission to Nebraska. You don't get to pick where you go. All my brothers went to the
You
Philippines.
were on a Mormon mission and they sent you to Nebraska? Where did
Yes.
your brothers go? Where did they get to go?
The Philippines, Japan, England. So at the time when I'm 19 and you're supposed to do this, I was like, well, I don't believe this. This is really hard for me, but I'm going to get to learn a cool language. I'm going to go to Africa. I'm going to go to some cool place. It's going to be an adventure for 2 years. And then I opened my mission call and you read it a line at a time. You like cover up the lines. All my family's in a room and I'm like, Dan Reynolds, you have been called to serve. And all my brothers are like, Omaha, Nebraska. Everybody was like, oh, it's going to be great.
When you go on a mission, what is it you're doing in Omaha, Nebraska for 2 years?
I knocked doors all day. So you knock doors. My best technique was I'd put the Book of Mormon on the top of a door frame. I'd knock the door. It would be just on the top of the door frame, about to fall. They would open it. And I'd put my hand on the door frame, and just that pressure would make it fall into my hands. And I go, oh, a gift from heaven. I'm Elder Reynolds, and I'm here to teach you a message about Jesus Christ. And that would give me lots of doors. They were like, okay, I don't want to hear your message, but that's cute. You can come in, That was.
Oh, I
that
would
was
have
my
thrown you
technique.
right out. I'd be like, dude, come on. You're going to use a cheesy line on me? What am I, a woman you're picking up?
Well, it
I
didn't
mean,
work on everybody. It was like, 50%.
do you look back at that as like, shit, that was 2 years of my life wasted? Or do you look at it like, okay, everything's contributing to who I am today?
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for it. But man, the first week I wrote my mom a letter. You get a call home twice a year, Mother's Day, Christmas. Other than that, you write a letter once a week home. No girlfriends, no phones, anything like that. You just knock doors all day. And if you knock, by the way, and someone says no, so if I knocked on your door, Howard, and you said, no, that's bullshit. It's a cult. I don't want it. Then I have to say, well, can I be of service to you? And you can ask anything. I hope everybody takes this and takes advantage of Mormon missionaries. You say, yes, I want you to, in Nebraska, for instance, castrate my horse. Then I went and castrated a horse. Brand my cows. Brand cows. Roof my house. Clean up the feces in my kitchen because my house is going to be taken from me. Okay, take a shovel and you go do that. That's what you do for 2
Wow.
years.
And
Yeah.
people did it? Like in
You
other
have to.
words,
You have to say yes. It's
oh
part of the
my
code.
God. What was the worst thing you had to do besides castrate a horse?
There was a house that was, he was going to have his house taken from him, this guy, and he was just not completely there. And he said, can you help me clean my house? We said yes. And we came in and there was just shit up to your ankles in
Oh
Wow.
almost the entire
God.
house. Rats, roaches, all of it. And then you just shovel shit. Yeah.
Oh my God. What a fucking
But it's why
story.
I believe that I genuinely believe that there was work ethic, there were certain unknowns that I can't, I don't even know what they were, but here I am.